Hello, my name is Michelle Starr, and I'm starting to create videos for you regarding the mystic path. Um, I am a yoga instructor and I give tarot readings and have a lot of fun with that. But my life has been about the mystic path, and a lot of people don't understand what that is and how it might show up in one's life. So I want to give a few short videos to share my experiences with visions and dreams and um, meditation visuals. Uh, I'm quite visual, so when I close my eyes, I see images. And this all started back in the early 80s. I was taking yoga. I started in 1970, actually. So this is my 50th year. I'm celebrating my golden jubilee. 50 years of yoga. So it's been a tremendous journey of unfolding. So the way it all started was I started to see visuals when I would just close my eyes. I had been practicing yoga and I I would see images. And at first the images were like crosses, like in a parade, back in the Renaissance days. Um, there were some real gingerbready crosses, some were Christian crosses, but these people were carrying them and marching through the streets with these crosses. And every time I would meditate, I would see these crosses. So I didn't know what it meant. And I had been reading a book that said that you can command your higher self to make itself known to you. I command by the power of metaphysical healing that you, higher self, make yourself known and show me who you are. So I started doing this commanding of my higher self. I was new at meditation and visuals, so um, one day I was seeing these images and I just said, okay, that's it. Higher self, I'm going to lie down on my bed in relaxation pose, Shavasana, and I'm not going to get up until I have an answer as to what these crosses are. What does this mean? I laid down on my bed and immediately I had an answer. And the answer just reverberated through my whole body. It was like an energy coming through. And I heard the word mystic. Well, I had no idea what a mystic was, what it was like, what the path was. So I started on a journey to find out. So another meditation where I had commanded my higher self to make itself known. Um, I was using candle meditation. They call it Tratak. And I would stare at the candle flame for a few minutes with my eyes open. And it's like the old cameras where you would have a flash, and then after somebody took your picture and you saw that flash, you would see that dot of light for a while. So it's kind of like that with the candle flame. I really loved candle meditation, so it was easy for me to use that tool as a part of my discipline. So one day I had been out biking with a friend of mine and came back to my apartment, and he went and laid down on the couch and um, started to just rest a little bit. We had been out quite a while, gone quite a distance, and it was really fun. But I felt drawn to sitting in meditation. So I got a candle. I sat on my living room floor and started to focus and breathe and relax. And I was just staring at that flame, enjoying the beauty of the fire. And then I closed my eyes and boom, I saw this huge, red, vibrant, shimmering triangle. It was as big as the screen of my vision could accommodate. And there was light shimmering off of it, like not sparks, but just a radiance from this. And it was vibrant red. So I took that to mean that's what my higher self looked like, a triangle. So that kind of unfolded later too. That's what's happened on this mystic path. It's like following the breadcrumbs in Hansel and Gretel. So I continued on with that tray tack. Um, having seen my higher self, at least a version of that part of me. And it was so shocking when I saw it. I opened my eyes like, what? And then, oh, I don't want to miss anything. So I closed my eyes again and it was still there. And then the energy dissipated. But I continued on with these candle meditations, usually after a yoga class. I was still taking yoga then and probably will for my whole life. Um, after 50 years, why stop now, right? So another meditation that came was really significant, very meaningful. I had gone to yoga class, I came back, and I would usually meditate for like an hour. Most people, it takes 20 minutes to relax. But after yoga class and driving home, it didn't take too long to settle in. In the beginning, when I started meditation, it was, oh my gosh, a long time because I couldn't get my mind to unwind and relax. But eventually, I just kept at it, and eventually, it was fine. I could see these images, and so this next one was so beautiful. So I came home from yoga class and relaxed and sat with the candle, focused. And then I closed my eyes and I was relaxing deeper. And I saw a lotus flower that appeared. It was a magenta color. It was beautiful. But the lotus flower was shaped, I was looking at it from the side, and it was outlined in black. And there was this circle of black beads, tiny black beads around this magenta live lotus flower. I mean, the energy coming off of it was much like that pyramid, that triangle that I saw when it was after the biking and the red triangle. So um, this lotus flower was so beautiful, and I just kept focusing on it, and it stayed there. You know, sometimes you'll focus on something and close your eyes, and you'll see the flame in your mind's eye, just like the flash of a camera. Um, and then sometimes it'll dissipate depending on your concentration and just kind of what's going on with you that day. But this stayed and stayed and stayed. I felt a presence in this experience, this flower and the beads around it. And I could play with that circle of beads. I could make it just through intention, I could make it spin in one direction, I could make it spin in the other direction, I could speed it up, and I could slow it down. And that came every time I meditated, about a year. Um, and then after that, I didn't see the flower so much, but I always saw those beads, and I would just play with them. It was like it kept my attention sometimes, you know, some of us need a little entertainment, I guess. So it was an amazing experience, and I know that was a deeper symbolism, the lotus flower that grows in the murky mud of a pond, um, coming up through the muddy waters, and then this blossom, just representing our journey. You know, we start out in ignorance, which could be the murky waters, the mud, and then coming up through the water towards the light. And it just continued on and on. It was so beautiful and so comforting. So I just wanted you to have an opportunity to hear from someone who's had these experiences. Now, many people have. It's not uh, anything new, but I don't know that people actually explain or offer their experiences. So I wanted to offer that for you. Um, and if you have any questions, you can contact me through email. It's on this page. It's just michellestaryoga@gmail.com. And I invite you to my website, michellestaryoga.com. And I give classes on Zoom, especially now with the quarantine. Um, I I offer it at a special price. So if you want to write me, and I can give you my schedule and the price, um, it's very considerate of people's situations. I also do tarot readings and numerology, and just have all kinds of fun with that. And I do all of that on Zoom. So I hope you enjoyed these stories. I will be coming back with more. Also, I'm getting some music ready. I play the flute, and we'll do a little bit of yoga and breathing, and maybe a little flute music to relax you, to de-stress, and just try to have a better day. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just contact me. Namaste.